Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Root Beer, and I'd like to take a moment to thank you for inviting me onto your computer screens. I'm going to start going through another math contest put out by the University of Waterloo. Specifically, I'm going to start going through the Grade 8 Gauss paper from the year 2003. Now, like with most math contests that I do, you can find a copy of that contest by following the link in the video description. And if this is your first time trying one of these math contests, get a copy of the contest for yourself, read through it, try the questions, because as the old saying goes, practice makes perfect, and you can only learn so much by reading other solutions or by watching my videos. And I'm going to go through each question one at a time. But first, let's take a little look at the contest. So as I said, it's the Grade 8 Gauss contest. There are actually two contests put out by the University of Waterloo with the name Gauss contest. There is a grade 7 one and a grade 8. I'll be going through the grade 8 contest. So these are going to be problem-solving math questions aimed at a grade 8 level. And again, as I say, this is the 2003. There are other years that this contest has been run, and I have other videos for those, but we're just going to be going through the 2003. So let's just take a look at the contest itself. Some things to note, you should always read the instructions any time you sit down to do an exam or a quiz or even a fun math contest like this. Things that I'm going to note are a 1-hour time limit. That's something that you should always keep in mind. And that calculators are allowed. More importantly, we have things like, it's 5 multiple choice answers for every single question. And how many questions do we have? We have a total of 25 questions on this competition, and the questions are going to get harder as we go along. We're going to devote one video to each question, so we're just going to go through question number 1 in this video, and then in the following video we'll go up to question number 2, and then 3, and so on. So if you're interested, if you tried the competition already, and you're interested in a particular video, by all means look ahead and watch that video. Maybe you're just interested in the last 5 questions, because these are the more challenging ones, then by all means skip ahead to whatever suits your fancy. So we're going to go through question number 1 right now. And question 1 asks, the value of 1.000 plus 0.101 plus 0.011 plus 0.001 is. Okay. Well, if we remember, calculators are permitted on this competition, so we can grab our calculator and start plugging in these values. Oops. Plus 0.001. And I get a value of 1.113. And hopefully I entered everything in on the calculator right. I sometimes press a button once or too many times or too few times with a finger. So what I'm actually going to do, and I don't recommend you do this if you're good with your calculator, but maybe you forgot your calculator. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show you how to do this by hand. So we're doing an addition here. We'll grab our notepad. But it's just like any other addition by hand. We're going to line up the terms, and we're going to line them up by the decimal. We're going to make sure the decimal is aligned properly. That way all the places, the tens, the ones, the tenths, the hundredths, all match up. 0.101. 0.011, I believe, and then 0.001. Let's just double check that I do have those written down properly. I do. Okay. So we go back, we add our little plus sign, and we treat it as though we're a regular addition, although the first thing I do is I just put the decimal where he's supposed to be. Okay? So 0 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. I have nothing to carry over, so then I get a 1 in this column, and a 1 in this column, and 1 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 1. And this gives me my final answer, 1.113, just as the calculator predicted. and that's going to be an answer of B. So we would bubble in our answer sheet. It's always a good idea to make yourself familiar with the particular answer sheet you're going to be using, or the answer booklet, depending on what competition you write, before you actually start writing the competition. I believe that is one of the instructions here. Be certain that you understand the coding system for your answer sheet, because you can always ask someone to explain it before the competition, but you don't want to start bubbling in, realize you don't understand, and waste valuable contest time getting something explained to you by your teacher or proctor. Okay? So I don't really have anything more to say. That was question number 1 on the 2003 Grade 8 Gauss. So thanks for joining me. I hope you continue watching some of the videos in this series. And we're going to go on to question number 2 in the next video, and then all the way up to question number 25. So again, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.